Pat, you also said the West has a large number of federal lands, and the management of those federal lands is not working very good, top down. Perfect example, to me at least, top-down management, Washington, D.C. down does not work. Solutions for the land, you all have said, will not work unless it's bottom up. Pat?
Yeah, I think it's really important this week, for example, that a new Secretary of Interior will be take place, Sally Jewell, from Washington State, and I can tell you that land managers, land users from the West are totally confused about what that'll mean. And not that it will be bad or good, nobody knows yet, because there's no really baseline of information. And a person that, you know, has some oil and gas background, some banking background, some recreation background, and yet those of us that are, you know, on the land have no idea what that's going to mean. It will have a huge implication. And, you know, one of the things that I feel very strongly about in the last days or last years of this administration, there was a settlement made with the litigators on the Endangered Species Act that potentially increased the numbers from where we're at today to over 200 or more species that are going to be listed. That's been a Western issue, and a big one, and now it could be a national issue. And I gave a speech recently and talked about it's like a time bomb under every ranch house and farmhouse in America, because if your family is one of the ones that's impacted, your whole operation and world changes. And what's troubling is that the administration decided to make an agreement with those who really have a negative feeling about lots of agriculture, whether it be irrigated or range or whatever. And I think we have to realize that if we're going to do this vision that we talk about, we have to have a user-friendly government that understands that the solutions will come from the land, and they're not going to come from particularly litigation, which is really the worst kind of way to do management. And so I think that's an issue that's out there, and the more that people understand what it meant to the West, sage grouse, for example, our family won an award for the way we manage sage grouse. But I look around and they listed some sage grouse in Colorado, a special group, the Gunnison, that is going to have huge impacts in the state, and the cattlemen and the landowners and the oil and gas people tried pretty hard to keep that from happening, but it happened. And we have to understand everything that happens back here, it ripples throughout the country in a way that could be very troubling.